Any menya our ha. I mean, enchain. I mean, didn't come over a day. Ono share boss say obedu krom ha oba besraye na true to her word no and pay wotimi aba besraye nti ene mini Esther Dankwah ene ebedi enkomo former athlete former national hero winning lots of silver medals in the country. Esther where you are kwaba eba Ghana eba Happy Film Studios.
Thank you.
We are able to hey, David. Okay, you know, we teach us the maybe 60, 70 years. Where they nia? We nia. I'm so quite to change the we nia. And you don't quite now on the partners. I have one of them. Farik, Van de Big. Is that did I get the name correct? Is that get the name correct? Fraukia. Yeah. Fraukia. Okay. Is that a Dutch name?
It's a Dutch name.
Oh, okay.
It's a very Dutch name.
Very Dutch name. Welcome to Ghana.
Thank you.
Anyways, we didn't call for athletics home, but still American earlier and athletics and now. How do you see the state of athletics in Ghana?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
A conversation till they feel free. Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, man, definitely. Feel free.
Near Kosono, the local athletes, it's almost Timmy mom when you come now, and near my Timmy is a sakakra.
Local athletes.
Because talent no. Sure. But say any uncle because work from senior corner and sometimes as in denial they don't want to know say at the end form.
As a moon didn't to
but at the end and penny for us almost is near mamu a year kakra na because senior more focus on football me hey no can football can very almost an hour football inka the same power now omode share football mo no nko omode bi so share America mu a nka be good because so if you look at the trend now from all these years now even mention as from 2000 kuna America for the medals by America for the like we brought the country in the top football for no though mobile ball but he fan pan yom kokodu ko World Cup na kodu a de na yesi American for ye bi inti na ese omotimi kai American for nenso e kakra sika kese no omde she football mo omde omfa emu half embra because obi be kwa to American na even $1,000 kra onya no obi be kwa bo football mo ye team na one person can get a lot of money no been so training for the whole year etimi ko championship one time obi ko championship no we nya hwe ya yedin
but only sure say everything falls and rises on leadership.
That
the
one
kind of leadership Omonia or the GA should be determined maybe the direction of athletics in Ghana.
I think that is it because time na Mr. E.T. Babanom ne
BT Babanom
BT Babane
Benson Tungu
those
Baba.
ones which is for me maybe some people don't like Sandy Osajima and Mr. Lutrot but for me they did a good job.
Okay.
Almost fighting my America for pa and in penyumfo binom ni ade that time no more woman no omo ya ade former sports minister no wo pram also I think yeah that time also yeah na famu de we did I'm not saying so be a perfect but say omo ma ba say no so nkomo so betimi de kakra bia push hu say nkomo ma bi no so to America sa are they going to sit down and look without helping them like that? You know, nti udon ho share obi nso ba ne shoe kakra wo hu senia pain etie because we are na ordering.
Sure.
Spice cry bi no mu nhyeda ni bio. E work asay ukọ ho no mate say stone no. Enko ye nti no onipa no be bra no akoye training no or tries because of the name of the country na krasa na enye
when I say we need changes in the system, how we identify talent and how we groom talent, or say a different approach to it.
I think the talent in Kolana no more ba be sure some more talent and pounds on bar almost had it. But in Penifona, almost best support it with the money, no, with the things, no, from a buying, no, like the ministers and stuff, no more was that power, no, to fight for these children. No? Are they doing the job? I think that's what we have to look at it. Are they doing it? Or are they focusing on where footballer, more support or what? Then people will see them. But I think say fingers no enye pe krampo na say bididi biso na cross ana de ha
maybe say question because as a talent since the 70s and 80s a second cycle ntakona na identify talent no om fi oba na yam national team no matu America e bi ko university no mato aso ya ye ne saa be si same format na call for 2 years yenye inter colleges because of COVID and other related matters. 2 years in inter colleges. And there's no way of identifying talent. How then do you develop the sport in this way?
You're right, but the question is almost who are more talent, no more than a then a bit me pushy or more person will be joining it to come. And if we couldn't help this one, me catch him some story memory car. I can be a yede near me name say boy me no and you know being so na me story being so ama obi ba anya den
am to American be
so when internet is going down. That is the whole problem. But say seed now e wo already no with me water so year omono you don't have to do the other job omono but spread it where the no wa bontin amankrofo
am going to be recruiting lot of young
because for one of the coach may so rest in perfect with Pauli or no me say me or boy me panya Pauli and come ni baby me wo say ain't you know which coach biom notice Pauli since Pauli no me who will be biom or no ma or recruit. I think there was one coach and on so under Pauli and he's trying, but Amuzu Coach Amuzu he's trying, but he doesn't get the support. They always push him in the corner. Nti edu baby a ontimi onisi kana on the best supporting kolani ntino say ononso ye den ejai. So we have to have a certain key in the places to use those ones to fish for us, for the country.
But abiso accuse mo former athlete say mutu me kenna mo ye a mo kotra buchi as a Ghana asem nyama asem bi mo ko mo athlete na ofie no. How true is this statement?
I don't think it's true because they don't give the chance. Imagine say sports council. Me and me because some of them now me say one of the man they got two or more platforms to say my lawyer sending or more letter no about a car or more them no or more I responding me the me corner, but I didn't receive any letter, so I'm waiting for that letter to arrive so then I can attack them back because I don't give up easily like that. I'm silencing me. So it means that they received the letter from the lawyer, but they decided not to respond. But on why no be can be fine, but I'm not afraid. So because of some canning, me call home mommy chance. Imagine me coach and her athletic. This woman is one of the board members. Me club or me womb. We already want to help, but how are you going to help? Say some few money and mama instructions now coaching the boy and want me and to so now mobile den je be den asaya ma nkola ni bioma den aba there was a chance we kwan da ho me no ka say believe me a kwan da ho ye betimi aboa
because of alcohol and alcohol
because of some
sharpen almost skill.
Yes, me two American are still involved in the club no anything me ka so mama invitation is on bema but nemuji ye no mo fam buy inti e be den ye the fofra ba inti so mo kasi ye foreigners ne doesn't want to help na say ye twetwe ye ho ye mwa omoboa. If you fix the problem is there now we can help. But
there is one for say Matabisa for instance we are called J Gold or Youth Olympics near banning 6 years indefinitely man kebia man now come na
Matabisa will fight, a lot of people fight, and some of them some of us was underground fighting using empenyufona omo no more than us no to fight for this girl. I heard say was signing a letter say Apache. I mean, how could you possibly be say sorry something you know say your truth na walker. I mean, person momo nkoso you find you another country and go and run for. But what treat you bad? No one saying I say my effort all these years into my sign say who wrote that letter for that girl to sign into any pakrono so what bat is akolana. Obema akolanda ne ho share this kind of problem because me for say we're crucifying him. But letter now was signed, we're crucifying on the person who or that akolana more sign and waha akolana. Because I know Ghana. If you don't qualify, they won't invite you.
Yeah.
And even if you qualify and you are not careful, they won't invite you because we already created a chaos among into and you know that where this girl is standing, the position now no a risky. Or no force or you sign or tio no sign. You know that then obetimi to America Ghana. Is it really? For me, I think that it was a wrong move. If I'm telling the truth, I will never, ever put my signature on a paper. And I mean, more being face can dada me, and no being dada me. And I mean, how could you say sorry? Something I almost treat you right, but bad. It doesn't make sense. And ti almost sashay jema kwala when do you think say where now? Where are they? But how almost?
Do you have a mentorship program, especially more to make career, how to nurture this young athletes coming up in terms of what to do and what not to do as athletes to get to the very highest level and become Mukramen, but they have the potential and opportunity to get there?
Yeah. Maybe to me kasama other athlete. But maybe I know say some of the athletes I know say because I started even helping this kind of thing. Time and I still and me too. A lot of athletes. My mom became who Holland. Ne also. But now, no, because of a near me being, I try not to be too much involved. Ghana, Americanum, because the children, no, almost any be into so be more 1 city or 20 cities or 50 Ghana cities or something now. Almost to me, a brainwash you. Into so who stepping in Krana one we are almost trouble. So in that part, for now, no, my minimizing myself, kakra. But I think, say, if somebody call me now, if I see, say, this person I can trust and help and nurture now, I will do. Because I do that in Holland for a lot of children.
Send you a man for an young faso. Now, crew free young faso.
Send you a year first, no, and then you almost
one the big moon and young faso.
Almost with our back. Yeah, we have done. Look, a lot of athletes, a lot of local athletes, they have come to me in Holland. They will tell you. But sometimes, young crowd for
Ghana for home.
If I tell you now story now, dear best chance, dear best chin, be mama, so but still now you give up. If we see we can help now, we will do.
In dealing with your personal life, Kaka, something I really wanted to touch on the last time in the interview, but I felt say me no approval, so it wasn't something that I was going to ask. May go through your, and of course, our foundation. I mean, kind of for Esther Dankwah and a didn't come on, or a gold medalist at the African Games, or a silver medalist, or a championship be more into, or a Biama Ghana, Esther Dankwah athletes, and then didn't come on. Going to your foundation, there's something that caught my attention, and I'll read for our viewers and as listeners to also understand maybe I'm a feedback. Esther Dankwah knows better than anyone what it's like to ultimately have to fight and run in quotes, from poverty in her life to survive. Having survived sexual abuse in her childhood. I know it's a very emotional, very emotional.
Survivor.
You're a survivor.
Yes.
Thank you very much. How did it happen? Was someone you knew?
Yes, definitely. It's someone I knew. And sometimes that's what it comes to parents or people we stay with, or family. It can be family members, it can be anyone. Sometimes we stay with.
Uncle
Yes. And those people who catch on say uncle, whatever, brother, sister, family, friends, and
Sure.
And sometimes it happens it's difficult to tell because you are not threatened. Maybe I can't make mommy and I make sister na may say into no colane be share no say at the right time.
Even when they say it, parents need
You don't know because you catch us second one too.
Sexual
abuse. Yeah. Sexual abuse is a really the whole world, with my research and my experience since I'm Michelle Foundation, is the whole world is like that. It's a statement we are topic be a mood demand for. Inti ya na ye cash table as ye mpese ye beka ho asem. But I think say yanka ho asem a intimi nye less. It cannot be changed.
So what do you see and what catch you out for?
No.
I shall
me for 20, I think 25, 26 years.
Why? I didn't know the show.
Because you think about mama papa, you think about unuanom, you think about the family. Is it going to divide it? Are they going to believe you? How many people na nipa hine be jina wechi? Thinking all those things, so then you won't tell.
But did it affect you psychologically?
Beginning
emotionally?
It was okay. Beginning because I have certain things I normally do. If something happen na ye difficult, I just run. In the night, in the midnight, I just start running just to clear the pain and the anger out. And then after that, I love to cook. That's why if I'm standing in the kitchen, it gives me more calm way. Until few years ago, because I was suppressing everything down. So a few years ago, I remember Nami was competition or Belgium. And all of a sudden, I felt my whole body felt numb. I felt myself, something getting out from my body. And since then, my joint, everything was shut down. It's like the whole body was break down. And it was too late to get out because I was already going to the blocks.
Wow.
Yes. And then all of a sudden, I can taste my blood
in your mouth.
my mouth. Yeah.
Wow.
And then the tears were not coming out. It was going in. So after I finished running, I don't even know the time I ran. It was one of the worst because I didn't feel any bones. So I was just going. So after that, I took my bag and then I changed. So I remember my coach, Paul, was like, Esther, are you okay? It seems you are different. I said, I don't care. That's the word that came from my mouth. I don't care. So I walk away. And that was the time. So then I have to get help because I was going down and down and down. It was bad.
So help did they explain to you what happened in Belgium?
It was a trauma. The trauma from all those years.
The flashback came.
It was the flashback
and the system shut
and
down.
the system shut down. It couldn't handle again because it was too much. Because after that one, there was a lot of things happened. I lost my friend in Holland. He died in my arms. And then I lost my sister. I lost my brother. And then the problem in Germany. And it's a whole lot of things. So it was...
Different emotions.
Yeah, it just broke me. And then at the end, I have to get help. So, but they did well. The kind of help they gave it to me, the doctors didn't know what to do because it was too heavy that they don't know if they have to start with this or they have to start with that. So what they decided is I have to revisit the past, and that was the difficult.
I know that's what happens.
Yeah.
And so when they go back to the past, who re-encounter the moments, going through it all over again after 26 years. How was the experience for you? Were you able to face that?
It was heavy. I won't wish my enemy even to go through that.
Wow.
I won't wish anyone to go through that because it's certain things that you deal with it helps. But at the end, revisit, because there's certain things you have locked it so deep, you don't want it to come out. You don't want it.
let me ask it this way. Were you able to accept it? That I see, but I have to let it go.
But that is the whole point. Sometimes they say, you have to let it go. But before you can let it go, you have to forgive.
Sure.
You have to pray to have the mercy of God, the strength to forgive the person or what happened to you. And the moment you forgive the person, it gives you the strength and the power to move forward in life. Because me, I was carrying the burden.
Yeah, sure.
And then I was dying double. I was already being killed in that time. In my own spirit was gone, taken away. Something precious was taken away from me. And I was still carrying in it. So I was twice be crucified. So I got a crucify here and I was crucifying my own self. So the first step was forgiving. That's the first thing I did. I forgive the person. So then I can forgive myself to accept what happened, to find a way forward, what to do, what next, what step I have to take. The beginning, it was difficult to forgive because I wanted to kill him.
Wow.
Yes.
It got to that point?
Yeah.
Is the person alive?
It was a revenge way, but
Is
it
the person
doesn't
alive?
help.
Is the person alive?
No, now he's not.
By the time, was he alive?
Yes.
So do you have a conversation with the person?
No. I wish he's still alive, though, to see where I am now. Yes, I wish. But revenge is not anything. Nobody should try the revenge because it won't make you better.
Yeah.
The better you have to find it yourself. You have to deal with the situation. You have to know that there was another way in life to go forward. You have to forgive and ask the strength from God to move forward in life and find the goodness in you to reach out another goal in your life, because you don't let the person take all the dreams or the things you have to achieve in life to take it away just like that, you know.
Unya yanka esi na mo unya help right from infancy.
Yes.
Yanka beboa.
It will help, and that's what the foundation comes in. We start talking to men and women. They've been through that if it happened and you cannot tell your mother or father, find somebody to tell, because it doesn't kill you in your mental, your emotional, and your physical, but it kills you inside too, because you can have a lot of damage in your womb. If you're not lucky, you cannot have children anymore if you're a woman. It can destroy a lot of things inside you. So all those things have to be fixed. If you are not lucky not to be helped earlier, that's it for you.
Would the show move for a long time? Did it affect your relationship with men?
It did. I didn't have any relationship for like so many years.
You didn't care?
Yeah, I didn't care anymore.
You didn't love any person?
No, I didn't know what is love.
Wow.
Until I got help. Everything in your body blocks down, is shut down. That one I can tell you. Everything in your body is shut down. The moment you come close to, you know, sometimes you have a flash, you can see somebody and you're like, oh, this person is nice, cute, or whatever. You have your own imagination. But the moment you come close, your whole body shut down. So you don't have the feeling, and things inside you disappeared. It's a lot emotional. So imagine if you don't get help and you get married, it's going to be a divorce, because you cannot give what normally you can give out. And then you are afraid to tell your husband or your wife. So then you cannot get help. And at the same time, women are afraid to talk about it, because sometimes some men run away.
Yeah.
But one thing I've learned, my research said that 85 women in the world, if you put 100, 85 women is being abused, sexually abused in a different form. Some of them, they are almost abused. Some of them, the men were doing stuff in front of them, always abused. Some of them, they really penetrate, is abuse. So it's a different form of abuse women go through. So sometimes I feel sorry for those men, they run away, because at the end, the next time you are going, she's been through the same. Yeah.
There's too much to take in. There's too much to take in. But you've done well.
We just have to help
and do you share
put our eyes
parents
on the
named Kola to your foundation? What do you tell them? that they have to report?
Parents,
to talk about it?
I always tell parents, have a conversation with your children. After school, talk to them.
But we my opinion man yen ka we wotwi na.
Okay.
Awofo be tie no enti de wo kana se. Se obi de nsa ka wakola we ya na parade ntimi nka no.
Yeah.
Descriptively papa.
Yeah.
But obi de nsa ka wakola kwan bane so a.
Yeah.
Or so wo jakola ni di. Na or report it to the police. What if you be no awofo amotie na pe.
Ne di kind I say obano. You have to be close. I say no obano you close pa.
Until between obeto catch you.
Bibia ni a even se ne hwene kra na etina obebo amane. Yes na easy ma akola no etiminya communication, the love with you to have a communication. Entini se bibi sia that moment obeka kire o ka kire na phone se wadwem na ye na akakra fa wani to form. Wo de wani to form a obehu because nkola na happen na omuchisa.
Yeah.
The way we know ni mo ba no obesisa. Bon say ne tibia bi ni kasamo ni nanti niema sisa change the child completely. Intino parents have to be no I know say nyina ye pesika. But say sika na chi no ye betime man kola na ma aye close to us more nka beboa. Sene be ya omo be hu ne nkola na so young women and men and children. I will tell them it doesn't matter what the situation is. Find somebody and tell. Because who can and tell more ubenya help. But I'm not saying say ko odi oni pan ko jail ko odi ne ko jail or not. You have to think about yourself. Because oni pan ko dem 20 years kura no na wo wenya helper. O problem no it will be there. It won't change. Ain't you know? Onipa krono he have to be punished. But then one also no onipa ne punish no na wo akola ne so omape mwa ede amount. Ain't you know? It's just closeness and ahweye in here.
Anyway, so remember Van der Beek. Yeah. I know you were very quiet listening to her, you know, but what do you have to say in terms of child abuse, sexual abuse, and all that happens to young girls?
I know that it's going on around the world. It doesn't matter if you live here or if you live in Europe. It's still coming out a lot. And I think lately more cases are known by the media. For instance, this year there was a family who were hidden in a farmhouse, and they've been there all their lives, and the children were abused by the father. And now they even didn't know how to watch television or do stuff. They're just in the basement, in the farm house, and been there. So this year they made a documentary about it. There was one boy, he was 24, something like that, and he managed to escape. And then the whole media stuff, it opened up, and it started in our country to let people talk about it.
Started a national conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. But for young athletes, what do you tell them when you start grooming them to become professionals?
For young athletes? First.
Because it has an impact on athletes. Say your impact also, or yours was an escape for you?
For me, it was escape.
Then can you escape route now?
Yes.
When you be able to escape route,
No.
So, what then happens?
You have to find what dear, you know, Nyankopon boy and wamo bia something special.
Some resilience.
Yes.
Bia on shocks. Bia on
yama. Bia. Sadia no nim say deep in your heart. You nim say when there wa come so opese wa security wa abrabom. So find out those things. O find it out, then you start using that for your own self. So a more calmness, a bit wow. Ain't you know? But some people, yes, are almost close. They close. They don't want to come to anybody. They be no more share them, no more close curtains. In this man, ain't you know? Maybe make us say first. Find somebody to tell first. Even so, nipani ni baby I want to crown or another city or another whatever. call the person and tell. Say na so nipa no bo ano say membo obi amane a look for somebody else until say you get somebody obi gina mo obi di wani maboa.
But because this uncle you need help no. Your life are better. Your relationship with people are better.
Yes.
You become a better person.
Inside my free now. And now I have friends around. Beginning I did not. I push
Everybody
people away. Because me who so be a danger. It's like my is a tiger no. Be obey me be an person make chill. You know, it helps me to let that go, to start learning how to trust a little bit. And now gradually the trust is coming. The trust is getting better. And Nipans we are now one trust, and then you cannot get help.
Yeah.
To reach out a certain goal because every step will be push you across the next stage to the next stage. Yes, our boy phone now be pamo.